Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, cool. And audio is working. Let's
Is it?
go. Yes.
It's still playing music for me. What the? I'm not live.
Um.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm here. I'm
We're
caught
here.
up.
We're here. We're live.
We are out here. Yes. Hello.
Episode, uh, 14, season 3.
Is it 14? I feel like the last one we did was 14. God, I'm wrong
I'm
every single time. You are
pretty
correct.
sure.
I'm wrong every single
I
time.
look after having been wrong the first 2 seasons.
You've been spot on this season, and maybe it's just because of the previous two. I feel I shouldn't trust you, but oh no.
I look.
What's up, Lost
The
King?
first thing I do when I do notes. I don't do good notes, but I'll get the
I will check the episode number.
I'm Connor.
Oh shit! Have we started? Is it official?
Yes.
Okay,
We're here. I don't know.
I
What better time to
feel like
start than right now? Lost King's here. Who
mean-
else do we need?
I mean, that's valid. Sure. My lighting isn't too bad. All right, sick. Okay,
sitting in
yes.
the dark.
Yeah, you know,
It's dark.
it'd be like that sometimes, Connor. All right, well, welcome to Counting Cryptids. He again, of course, is Connor,
Hi.
and I'm Jacob.
Hello, Jacob.
I am closing out of Photoshop to look at my notes. All right, so today we are talking about the Ozark Howler.
Also known as the Ozark Black Howler, the Nightshade Bear, the Devil Cat, and my favorite, the Hoo Hoo.
Yeah. I think some of those were from like books, though. I want to say Hoo Hoo was the name that was given to the creature, if I'm not mistaken.
So is an Ozark Howler named Hoo Hoo?
If I could be wrong, don't quote me on this, but I'm almost certain that that is in the one place that I saw any mention of that. What it had said.
We are recording on YouTube and on the podcast, so it is in fact going to be quoted. We will quote that, Jacob.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, I suppose the answer to that is do better research next time, but that doesn't help me now. So,
A little late for that. Yeah.
on that note, it's going to be a quick one. So obviously the Ozarks would be the whereabouts of this guy. So, you know, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, I guess technically into southern Illinois, but I don't have any mention of Illinois in my notes at all. So
No, I barely have any mention of Texas, to be honest with you.
I literally I looked at Arkansas and like yeah, that was fucking it. But when you're looking at it, if just like I spent so much time just like not being descriptive about location and just like trying to find anything about the Ozark Howler, and it's just like there's just fuck all.
There's a lot.
There's a lot about nothing though.
Stuff.
Everything I'm coming across is like there was numerous reports. There's all these sightings. I'm like, great, name one. Like tell me anybody's name. Tell me anything about it, dude. There's so little here.
Grasping at straws.
Yeah, fucking desperate for content. Let's go.
This being, which is on the YouTube right now.
Yeah,
I don't.
I question the validity of that. Yeah, because that doesn't look like what I have for any of the descriptions whatsoever.
Yeah, okay, so looking at that and comparing it with the size of a bear with a thick body, not check. Black shaggy hair, kind of check. Stocky legs, no. Glowing red eyes and horns. There might be horns in that.
There is horns. There is horns. Can confirm.
Okay.
There's the other photo of it as well that was on there.
And the only other descriptor I got was about 4 feet tall at the shoulder.
Oh, I didn't see that. I just like again, sort of cat-like in appearance, but like the size of a bear.
Quite large.
Yeah, I had gray, dark hair, black, but I had seen gray in at least 2 places.
Okay.
The sound it makes, Connor. You have some information about that or something?
Yeah, it is often described as a wolf's howl, an elk's bugle, and the laugh of a hyena. So I believe we both quickly put together sound samples for
well,
that.
I did not put together a sample. I just clicked play on all 3 of them at the same time so I could personally experience the horrors.
This is what that would sound like. I'll play it. Jacob, I said it to you already.
Oh, yeah, I've heard.
You know what's up. But for the stream and the podcast, take a listen. This is the Ozark Howler. It's probably loud as fuck, but
it certainly wasn't quiet.
It's supposed to be, I suppose.
So I mean, obviously, it's some sort of combination of those is the idea of it, and not all 3 of those mashed together. But
no,
I like the bit.
Definitely all smashed together.
There was another one that was on one of the things I saw. It was some cat, and the sound was actually like I would not expect the sound that a cat makes, but I've also like never seen a big cat in anywhere really, other than like in a zoo, and I don't know if like that's like these are really the sounds I make, or it's just like dying painfully.
I've never heard cats make the sound that my cat makes a lot. Like
your cat's kind of fucking weird though, so
fucking true.
You got a weird cat.
Knocked over a whole box of spaghetti out of the cabinet the other day. Fucking asshole.
I saw the picture of it, and it's not as funny as you telling me that. The words are better than the picture in this instance, unfortunately.
Probably, but he just sat there like...
Just knocked a box of spaghetti out of the cabinet.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid.
Sat there and meowed at me about it.
You motherfucker, make me some spaghetti. So make me some spaghetti, bitch.
I would feed my cat spaghetti.
Okay, so it sometimes has backing up. It has a tail. The tail is described differently. Sometimes it is a short tail, sometimes it is a long tail, sometimes it's kind of curly.
Sometimes it's a bobcat, sometimes it's a cougar.
It has a tail. It's mostly just a cougar. I saw in like 1 or 2 places that they were sometimes described as having saber teeth or tusks.
Okay, yeah.
Or even as headless. On that same site, I saw that quote, the remains of its prey can be found high in trees, under brambles, between rocks, or in caves. So if that's not like, I don't see this anywhere other than this place. I see this in no reports. But like that's very much big cat behavior. That's cat behavior for sure.
A cat thing.
Leaving that in a tree to come back for it in a couple of days and finish it off for sure. Like that's 100%. So whether or not, like if it is that actually being reported, or is that just like somebody like kind of being like, well, this is like cat behavior, so I'm just going to kind of fill this in as
cat.
Yeah, or how that works. So it's hard to say, but I did see that, and I felt that was worth noting. So I guess the photo we have on screen, I'm going to talk about that now. It doesn't look anything like what we have just described to you. So real quick, in December of 2015, Arkansas television station 4029 News reported it had received photographs of the creature from a viewer had submitted from a trail cam. The station contacted the State Game and Fish Commission, AGFC, who claimed it was a hoax and that they had never heard of a sighting of this creature. Apparently, there are numerous calls about an unidentified mammal on like certain roads, like that's bear-sized and gray and fast, but like this isn't fucking bear-sized. So if you were like asking me like, have anybody ever reported this to you? Like, I mean, no, because that doesn't look like the other thing. But these are the pictures on the website. There's another one of it too. I don't know if you want to swoop that one up real quick.
Yeah,
but
look at the size of this tree real quick.
No, yeah, like you can tell by the tree. Like, look at the leaves. You can tell that it's like this right here is some more of that jackalope shit.
Yep. It even looks stuffed to me. Here's another view.
So the thing that is weird about it is the face. Like that doesn't quite look like a dog face.
Looks like an otter face, to be honest with you.
It kind of does. Like it has like an otter sort of face with these weird antlers, and then It's not quite a dog body though. I mean, it's the right
that a
shape.
beard or his neck?
I did see something about a beard in one place, but I think that was just a dude who shot a buffalo. I'll talk about it a little bit in a little while, but it's really not much more than that in my notes, I swear to you.
Okay. We're done with details about these two photos.
Yeah, that was literally the news thing. It was they had seen he had pictures of that from his trail cam, or got pictures of it, and that was the pictures.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I know, because it's framed so perfectly in the middle.
Just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, you got a series of very good photos, and I gotta say, it's impressive.
Really good, terrible photos. Like,
I mean, on that same note, there's like, I don't know if you do you want to talk about the hoax or not yet?
No.
Not
settle
yet?
down. We've got to talk about Danny Boone.
Oh, okay. So you're going for the origins. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the first mention of the Howler. I could be wrong, but the earliest one that I found. So he wrote Daniel Boone. Everybody knows who Daniel Boone is. I hope, because I don't really know how to describe him. He is the hunter
Yeah,
guy.
I know who Daniel Boone is, in the way that, like, yeah, I know the name, but like if you ask me like who is Daniel Boone, I'd be like, you know, the fucking the guy. Like, yeah, I have no further information for you whatsoever. Like I can't pull anything out of my ass there.
He can shoot guns good.
He had a gun, and maybe a dog.
Maybe I'm thinking
I saw
of
a picture
Davy
of him.
Crockett. He doesn't have one of
Johnny
those hats.
Appleseed.
Are they all the same person?
Oh, buddy, this is gonna be a rough one. Okay.
Anyway, Daniel Boone, everybody knows and loves him. He wrote a letter to his sister-in-law while he was hunting a few miles north of what is now Cuba, Missouri, in 1810. And I wish I could show you how he wrote this, because it's like he sounded it out. He has no conception of what the English language is supposed to look like in writing.
I mean, maybe it was different in the early 1800s.
No.
Hey, I mean, people in Europe still spell color with a U. So.
No, this is leave, Leev. Not once, not never did anybody write leave like that.
All right. You got me there.
Yeah. So he writes, I leave you with, I'm sorry if this takes me a while to get through because it's bad. I leave you with alarming
I'm
story.
imagining the U is just like the letter U as well.
He actually
like,
spelled
really
U
rough.
right.
Okay, sick.
I leave with this alarming story of a black creature, Creecher, IFOWND, and wounded, WOONDED, on the Solder Creek. Black and swarthy with horns on its skull.
Swarthy.
Ignorant of its name, NAYM. I am told of the sound it makes, God, with a terrible TERABUL. Howling in the NIYT, night. Warnings of this for settlers should be passed along. Your umbral servant, Daniel Boone.
All right.
So allegedly he shot at this beast and wounded it, but apparently 6 years later he met the beast again, shot, and killed it.
Oh, okay. I did not hear that.
It was like a asterisk piece, not even a part of the article. So who knows?
All right.
Did Daniel Boone even exist? I'm not sure.
He was a cowboy, so no. I mean, okay, so from there, there's like, man, most of them, like, they're really like, they're weak ass stories, dude.
Super weak.
So I saw one post like on Reddit like 3 years ago that was like some guy camping with his wife, and they like heard a weird howl, and then like they weren't aware of the Ozark Howler before, so then they did research the next day, and they're like, oh well, that was definitely it, and like that was that was really about it. There was a lot of fluff in there, it was like a whole page, but boiled down, it was just like we heard a howl, and then I tried to take an audio recording with my phone, and the second I pushed record, it was silent for like hours, and so I was scared, so I didn't want to go to the bathroom, and finally at like 3 a.m. I was like, fuck it, I gotta go out and pee. So I went out to pee, and then it howled again immediately on the other side, so then I fucking dove into the tent and stayed there the rest of the night. Like that was fucking it. Yeah, like something howls, like I'm gonna fucking get back in my tent, don't get me wrong, but like is that it? Like it was like it seems like definitely something's maybe making a weird noise out there, and there is some Sasquatch speculation thrown in with some of this because of that. I don't really want to get too into that, but I did feel like I need to mention it. The only like sightings I found was again another couple camping at an RV park in May 2011. They had taken a hike when they were on their way back to camp. He noticed something trailing behind in the bushes. It followed for about 10 minutes. Over this time, the man caught several glimpses of the creature, but could only tell that it was a, quote, dark four-legged creature. Later around 2 a.m., they, along with half of the rest of the campgrounds, is awoken by the creature's howl. That's really it. Like, that's the end of that. So people woke up and they're like, oh, it's just coyotes, but like, it didn't sound like coyotes or whatever the deal is, like it's just, it doesn't sound quite right. So
I'm not familiar with the sound of coyotes. That's definitely not it, though.
I mean, even if you are you probably are familiar with the sound of a coyote. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's not like a dog howl, you're like, okay, that's off. That's weird. A deer makes some fucking weird ass noises too, for the record. I think we talked about this like the first episode, but
deer are weird.
They are. So there's another one from like 1951 that I started talking about this earlier. I was just like, it was just some guy just like shot the last bison is all it was. Like that's really what it was. It was like, oh, it had horns and a beard, and it just like came out. It was huge, and then it just like shot it, and that was it. I was like, okay, it was just the last bison, dude. Like it's not, and that's the only place I'm seeing horns either. I didn't see horns reported anywhere else.
Yeah,
again, I'm not seeing reports. I'm just this shit. So,
well, maybe this one from January this year will convince you, Jacob. This one was posted on the ozarkhowler.info website. And the whole article is about how there was flash floods and lots of rain in Missouri in January this year because of the elevated temps and stuff. But it says, and quote, it was sighted running on the side of Route 176 near Merriam Woods in southern Missouri, soaking wet. And that's it. That's all the information I got for you. Again, a whole page.
And that is all of the stories that exist.
Pretty much. Yeah, you could check either ozarkhowler.info, ozarkhowler.net, ozarkhowlers.net, ozarkhowler.com.
Yeah, it was howler.com, howlers.com. I mean, Ozark, obviously. Yeah, there's the number of variants is ridiculous. Org is still available. I'm thinking about swooping that one. And .gov. But,
.gov? Do you have to be a part of a government organization to get a .gov site?
I really don't think GoDaddy's fucking checking me on that, but we'll see.
What government organization are you a part of?
It's a need to know basis only.
Yeah.
And you don't have high enough security clearance to be authorized that information. Yeah, clearly. Under the guise of a really shitty cryptozoological podcast. So, I mean, this brings us to the hoax at this point, right? Do you have much on that?
Nope.
Do you have anything on that?
I have some cryptozoologists, speculations, anthropologists, folklorists, etc. But nothing on the hoax itself. Like, I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so where in my notes did I put this? Okay, so in his this guy's book, I believe it was just called Cryptozoology, Chad Armitt states that the Ozark Howler is a hoax. He and many other cryptozoologists received numerous emails filled with evidence to support the Ozark Howler's existence. The messages were allegedly traced back to a University of Arkansas student who had made a bet that he could fool the cryptozoological research community.
Wow, we're feeding right into it. Fuck.
Wait, we're the first ones to fucking do it here? I don't know. What do you want me to do? What do you want to tell you?
First ones.
So,
we're just not
so
helping.
allegedly, that's the case. But then everything else is like, well, but it dates back to the 1800s, and I guess I did not fucking try
Dates back
to
to the
figure out how
1800s to Daniel Boone's shitty, terribly written letter that may or
shot
may
a
not
thing.
exist. I didn't see a physical
Exactly.
letter.
So I guess either way, in the mid 1800s, there's, I guess, a good number of Scottish and Irish settlers coming to the area, obviously bringing folklore with them. Enter the Chusith, a mythological hound found in the folklore of Scotland, usually described as having shaggy, dark green coat, being as large as a small cow. According to the legend, the creature is capable of hunting silently and would occasionally let out 3 terrifying barks, and only 3, that could be heard for miles by those listening for it, even far out at sea. Those who hear the barking must reach safety by the 3rd bark or become overcome with terror to the point of death. It's kind of, like Black Shuck shit.
Yeah, a lot of anthropologists and folklorists noting that it's like dark omen qualities. Like, think it's a branch of the dark dogs of British folklore. Yeah. If you want to listen to our take on Black Dog / Black Shuck, go all the way back to season 1, episode 12.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode very well. It probably wasn't that good, but we'll see.
I mean, yeah, it was season 1, so it's probably trash. But
yeah, who knows?
So
Let's do it. Tell us how bad it was. So, I mean, by the time you're at today, there's hundreds of years of oral tradition being passed down of this sort of thing. So if you see something in the woods and you're told this story about this thing, maybe it kind of is something that's in your mind, is like, okay, it's this thing, but maybe slowly over time that evolves into something else. I don't really know. So I guess I just got to talk about like the mountain lion shit at this point. So there is a lot of speculation that this could just be like a mountain lion or a big cat of some sort.
Yes.
That seems
Those
to
do
be
exist.
the primary, like, this is kind of what it is. And if it isn't, the cats definitely exist. Like, the cats are fucking there. Whether or not it's the cats that people are seeing, I don't know, or the cats that they're hearing. But the cats are there. I can guarantee you this.
Cats.
So I'm looking at stuff and I'm a little bit confused. Maybe some of this is just a little bit dated because I keep seeing stuff that's like, officially there's no breeding population, and like it's definitely just likely just escaped pets. And like, I get that, like, especially after the beginning of quarantine, like if I know anything about there's a lot of cats in Texas. So I went to the AGFC website and they had a photo from May 27th, 2018. I actually just sent that one to you in the Discord a little bit ago, of what was the 14th confirmed mountain lion sighting in Arkansas since 2010 at the time of that. It doesn't actually matter. I'll just post it in the description. You don't need to pull it up. Really not a big deal.
Okay, good.
So I then found that the 4 years prior, there was a 148-pound male mountain lion that was killed by a deer hunter. According to lab results, the lion most likely originated in the Black Hills breeding population of Wyoming or South Dakota. Earlier that same year, 2014, in February, a sighting of a mother and her 3 cubs was also confirmed, which is very strong evidence of a breeding population because there's 3 cubs. Yes, so in that's in the southwest part of the state. So it is now estimating, they're now estimating that there are somewhere between 20 and 30 mountain lions that live in the state. I believe they existed there earlier, but were gone by 1920. And also worth mentioning, in the state, black bears, bobcats, and coyotes are native. Bobcats are like fucking everywhere though, dude. Did not know that.
They live there. But Jacob, could it have been a creodont?
Oh, okay, yes. So you have some on that? Good.
I've got a little bit.
Good, good,
Real
good.
quick, a creodont is an extinct carnivorous mammal that lived from the Pliocene to the Miocene, which was about 66 to 23 million years ago. The largest one and the one that fits the Ozark Howler was the Megastotherium, weighing over like 1,000 pounds.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't see the weight on that bad boy.
Large. But the issue is with that one specifically is that it lived in Africa and not America.
And has been extinct for some like 20 million years.
23 odd million years, yeah.
And the last like member of that family was extinct 9 million years ago. But I did see the one was like they were comparing it to like large carnivorous mammals, but specifically included polar bears, which is interesting because you're talking about like bear-sized sort of thing already. So like that's kind of fucking terrifying.
Is it
And
not
there's
a bear?
among the talk of mountain lions, there is some people like alluding to it being like an undiscovered subspecies of mountain lion, or again like a surviving saber-toothed cat for some reason. I don't know about that. Like mountain lion for sure. I can tell you that there are mountain lions there, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, and if bears exist, like then people know. People know what a fucking black bear looks like, right? Like
I
you
would
don't see them
assume so.
often, but like you know what it looks
If
like.
you saw one, you'd know that it was a black bear.
Yeah.
Or be able to, after the fact, be able to put together.
Oh
that
yeah, that was a
black
bear. But like okay, but okay, it has. What if it has like a tail? Because a bear doesn't have a tail like that.
That's a jaguar.
Big cat.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't...
Dude, I'm thinking about it too. And like, if I walked outside and there was a mountain lion, like I'm not expecting it. I'd be like, that is the biggest cat I've ever fucking seen. It's the size of a bear. Look at the muscles on this thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not expecting it. I don't see those. Like, again, like people who live places where they are native probably don't see them often either. You know, you gotta fucking, they're hiding from you. You can't. They're predators. They're not out and about. They're hiding. They're looking for stuff. So it's, you know.
And
it's hard to say.
Got this. If you're in the area, I don't know. I don't live in the area, but if you're in the area and you know about the Ozark Howler, then you know that pushes you towards.
So is that just in your mind? You know what I mean? And then that's where but is it? Because again, I'm not like really seeing sightings. Like it's stuff that's like, whoa, like we were just passing through on a trip and we wanted to come here and we went camping and then there was like these weird sounds. I looked into it and that's what it was. But it's like, okay, but is that just like a mountain lion or like a cat, or you know what I mean? Like is it just a weird noise and these things are now getting reported as that because of this? Because it's not people looking into it. There's like, oh, just see the hoax or whatever. There's like read like the first like the Wikipedia thing or whatever, you know, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is probably what we heard. Like, oh, I don't know why you would just like immediately assume that, but
it's first thing on the Wikipedia. I'm in.
Nobody else has said that they've seen this or heard this ever. We might be the first ones. Better let everybody know.
Let me read you something from our good friend Lauren Coleman, who follows us on Instagram, and you should too. You all know who Father Cryptid is, of course.
Oh yes, of course.
He says, specifically, I've never seen a cryptid when I've gone looking for a cryptid. Even though I've been on expeditions for 50 years, I've found many tracks, I've heard many screeches and unknown sounds. I've interviewed hundreds of witnesses. In 1972, I saw a black panther in southern Illinois when I was in a car coming from work, unrelated to cryptozoology. And none of the people in the car would turn the car around. So I was put in the situation of being an eyewitness where I could not go and further investigate the Black Panther report. So did he see one? Or did he see a Black Panther? Or is a Black Panther one?
I mean, so let's see, we're talking about mountain lions, so that's a puma or a cougar. You could have a black one in theory. That would probably be, I mean, that's probably even more rare, but I would guess that if you did see a black one, that would be an escaped pet. If the population, you know what I mean, like if there's like little to no breeding population in the state, if you have one that's like kind of like a rare genetic situation, that seems more like a designer sort of pet thing to me.
We talked
And
kind of about this, I
probably
think,
that.
at one point.
What specifically?
Just them being able to like, it could be a wild animal or a pet that got loose, and due to mating between feral cats, essentially, it could have come up with wild color variations.
I mean, can I don't think a cougar could just go out and fuck a bobcat. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it works
No, I
that
don't
way.
think so.
I
Some
mean, I
people
suppose
do
if you got a lion and a
speculate that,
tiger, you get
but
a liger. So I don't know, but I don't think those. I don't think those. I think those are sterile. Those are like mules, right? Like they can't reproduce. You have to
reproduce.
cross like a horse and a donkey to get a mule. Is that right?
Yes, I think
Something
so.
like that.
I don't know. That's weird. I'm not a biologist.
I'm. Tell me about it, brother. So I guess the only other thing that I have is like there's some weird the order of the hoo-hoo,
Yes.
which I'm again really don't want to get too far into this, but it was like, so it's alleging that this group was formed to protect the howler, like by like lumberjacks or like outdoors people. They're like, no, we want to protect the howler. So I mean, this group still exists. For the record, nowhere on their website does it mention the howler. The big draw of like this being like a conspiracy is that 2 U.S. presidents were both members of this, and both of whom died under mysterious circumstances during their presidency. But just like I just couldn't fucking be bothered with this one. I was just
Is
like,
this
I
the
don't think
precursor
this
to the
has.
New World Order, like
No, I don't think so. This
the
is.
International Order of Hoo Hoo?
I don't think so. I again still exists, but I don't think it has anything to do specifically with the Ozark Howler. I don't.
It's a black
It's not.
cat as their emblem. Like that's their emblem or their logo or whatever.
All the more reason to fucking speculate that. You know what I mean? It's just a fucking cat. It doesn't have horns. It's not.
I
You know
mean,
what I mean? It's literally it's your cat, Connor.
it's
It's
my
your
cat.
cat. Are you a member of the International Order of the Hoo Hoo? Is that what I am to be learning today?
I cannot comment or speculate.
You cannot confirm nor deny your
Yes.
involvement in the International Order of Hoo Hoo.
I would have to kill all four of you watching.
It's the ones that got reported to the news don't look anything like it's supposed to look. Everybody else that's describing anything is nothing. They're not seeing anything, but then everybody's just talking about cats. So is there something that exists and there is cats? Or is it just cats?
I think
Because
just cats, maybe.
And my thing was like, again, we talked about the briefly. I mentioned the Scottish folklore dog.
Yes.
Kusith or whatever it is. I mean, again, you have these couple hundred years of oral tradition being passed down of a large shaggy predator in the woods. Couple that with like cat sightings in the area at like today, like could that, you know what I mean? You're just like, oh yeah, because if that thing kind of turned into the Ozark Howler because of this fucking guy from the University of Arkansas trying to fool everybody, to then there's these big cat sightings in the area that people are saying that this is okay. No, I saw something, like this isn't what's supposed to be here. Is it just a bunch of different? No, the student, I didn't.
Dang, I'd like to have an interview with him. You real with me, bro.
But that was, let me see. Did I mention what year that was? I don't even remember. Sorry, I gotta find this in my notes to see if I put a year. I did not put a year down for that for some reason. I might still have it open, but I don't think I have a year even. Unfortunate. I
Probably
think
because
I
there
want to
wasn't
say
a year.
yeah, right. I want to say it was the 90s. So I again could be very wrong. Happened before, will happen again. But either way, what are you thinking, Connor?
It's either I think it's just made up altogether.
Is it just that perfect storm of things just to kind of be like, sure, there's something out there, we don't know what, and this is, you know what I mean, this is what the internet's telling me it is.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
saw a bear.
but again, like
or I
it
saw
keeps, there's numerous reports, there's all these sightings and everything, but like there's nothing, there's nothing.
there's nothing.
I,
No,
I I had heard about one that jumped 15 feet, and that was the extent of it. Like there's nothing. How? What am I missing here? You know what I mean? Like, did I miss something huge?
yeah, like this one.
Somebody
It
tell
says
me. Somebody tell me. Like, what did I miss? Like, I don't understand. It just seems like it's not. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever been as sure as I am right now on something.
But Jacob, a number of residents of Red Oak, Arkansas, reported seeing the howler in 1846.
But what did they report seeing?
That's the only information. Literally the end of the paragraph.
Just a date, sort of a loose date, and
Loose
a location.
1800s. 1846, I guess.
They definitely saw it. That's the thing, is that's really the extent of the.
I could say I saw it, yeah, too, but it needs some people coming forward. So far, Lauren Coleman is the only credible source in this entire fucking episode.
And yeah.
And I didn't even read that off his website. That's off somebody else's website. I don't even know if he said that. Lauren Coleman, I'm sorry if you didn't say that.
I'm sure he's been misquoted a lot of times.
Yeah. It's get a hold of me. I'll get a hold of them.
Yeah, so, have your people get a hold of my people. Yeah. I have so little faith in this. Like, I can't put any stock in it. Like, I would wager that like it kind of seems like it's just kind of a combination of the things, all the culmination of all three of those items just coming together to be like
bullshit
enough to post about on the internet for no reason. But there's really no weight to it. There's nothing holding it together. There's no substance. Like, it's not. I can't. Unless somebody can show me something more compelling. Like, if somebody can bring some, like, a, you know what I mean, like a video. I didn't see anything that was like, yep, cool. There's even the photos. Like, I couldn't believe that those were the ones from the news. Like, in my notes, I wait, is this really the 2015 news photos? Like, this, no, like, I can't even. It's I don't know. It's a joke. This one's kind of a joke.
It is literally a joke, I think.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it is. I think it's just a joke.
Do you think it's still a joke, even if it wasn't a college kid that made it up? Do you think maybe a college kid tried to take credit for this thing that was made up?
So when I was doing my notes, I had the hoax like kind of first, like, like this, this happened, but allegedly, like, it dates back to like 1800s and everything. But after, you know what I mean, sitting here for however many hours scrolling through page after page after page of just like the same fucking website, just nothing and
Same
nothing.
WordPress website.
Yeah, literally just WordPress website, different WordPress website, third different WordPress website. This was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe part of that's just because I'm fucking exhausted today. This one was rough.
Yeah. I'm seeing a little bit of crossover with the Wampus cat, which is what I was.
Yeah, there is a little bit of that in there too, of course. I don't know, man. It's and of course, we've talked about, I mean, and technically, if we're gonna talk about cool like mountain lions existing in a place where they're not, there's no breeding population, they don't exist there. Like, okay, technically, again, that's a cryptid because then we're back to what, beasts of
Busco?
Busco? Was that what it was, or was it no, beasts of Bob and Moore?
Yeah, yeah,
Busco is
yeah.
the turtle. Busco is the alligator snapping turtle in Illinois.
Beast of Bob
Uh,
and Moore, that's right.
yeah, beasts of Bob and Moore. It was just I think it was big cats, specifically black big cats in
England.
yes.
And Bodmin
Well,
Moore.
again, so we briefly mentioned like pets escaping. Obviously a
Yeah.
possibility, but
You know anybody with a 4-foot tall cat?
how big are mountain lions at the shoulder? 4 feet seems tall.
That was only that one place that I saw it, and that was the size of the creature, not of like a cat.
Yeah, how tall are? Tell me, Google. Okay, so 30 inches in height at the shoulder.
Tiger is pushing that 4-foot height.
Dude, tigers are so big though.
Yep.
Damn.
Cheetahs, cougars are up
Damn.
to 3 feet.
Yeah, but they have like really long legs,
Yeah.
and I feel like you would measure to their shoulder blades, and I feel like those stick up really high on a cheetah too.
Yeah.
But it just makes them more aerodynamic, right? Yeah, man, it's tough. I mean, it's not, but it is. You know what I mean?
Maybe if big cats weren't so prevalent everywhere.
If I could find anything else, that would
True.
help. If I could find
Names,
it,
anything.
and everybody's just talking about cats. It's all coming back to cats, and I get it. There's cats there, and that's a good explanation. But I don't know. I can't put any stock in something that I'm not seeing anything. There's nothing. Give me a photo, a footprint. You know what I mean? There's cat footprints, not getting weird whatever footprints off of whatever it's supposed to be. If it's 4 feet at the shoulder, don't you think the paw pads would be like massive? They're getting plaster casts, but it's just of like a regular ass size cat.
Is it
Well, not
perhaps
like a tough
maybe?
cat, but like a mountain lion.
Is it perhaps maybe a wild boar?
Okay, so I saw that suggestion brought up as well. That is, so they have been working their way north for a while. They're getting closer to us, even, unfortunately.
And in
Not a
Texas,
fan.
there's like thousands, millions,
It's
tons.
it's millions. They cannot kill
They
them
shoot them out of
fast
a
enough.
fucking helicopter.
I don't think that's true. I think that's the Judas goat in New Zealand thing. But it is insane out there. Like they maybe they are shooting them out of helicopters. I don't know.
I thought I saw that on Joe Rogan.
I definitely know that was the thing with goats that they did. But man, they cannot kill enough of them in a year. They're multiplying so fast. It's insane.
I don't know. Some of these are fucking huge, though.
They're big, and those things are fucking nasty, dude. They'll fuck you up just to fuck you up. Ruthless.
But I wouldn't say
not
that their
not a
tusks
fan.
look like horns. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, but again, some of them were sort of
Most of them-
talking about it like having tusk sort of thing. How big? God damn! How big was that first one? Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
How big was that first one that you had pulled up though? Like, you know what I mean? How big do those get?
No.
Do you suppose one of those could be 4 feet at the shoulder? A giant ass pig?
Looking at this original one I had up, I think
That guy's
so.
fucking massive. That man looks like he's standing up behind it.
Yeah. It's a really shitty quality photo too.
It's maybe also not a man. He might be a 14-year-old, and he might be
could
leaning
be
up
a
against it.
boy.
I can't quite tell. It's hard to say. But
This guy looks like he's hiding behind it. But that's still pretty massive.
like, look, it's a fucking monster. Like, undisputed, that is a monster in the woods.
100%.
That is a monster that lives in the woods.
I would shit myself.
Actually, even if I knew what it was, I would shit myself because that's
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like they're ruthless. Those things will fuck you up. Not a joke.
You climb a tree in that situation? I think you do. Fuck, you're gonna knock the
I
tree
think
over.
I,
Oh,
depending on the size of the tree, right? So I don't think they can climb, but I don't. Are they smart enough to wait for you to come down? Can they look up? They don't really have much of a neck.
I feel like they could at least jump on the tree. You know,
Oh, like stand up kind of
eyeball.
thing.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know. They're pretty quick too.
Uh
Fuck those
huh.
things.
That's why I'm saying climb a tree because you're not gonna outrun it.
Are you supposed to? Is it? Are you supposed to stand still? Do they
Do
just
they
like
have
not
shit
see you, or is
eyesight?
that a myth? Yeah, is that a myth? I'm looking it up.
Sidestepping quickly. Fight back.
Oofta. I. That's the thing. It's like they're not. They're
Don't
foragers,
go
so
down. Yeah.
they'll fuck you up. Like predators are smart enough that they have to like they take very unless they're desperate, they're very calculated in when they're going to attack. Like they're gonna look at you and see like, okay, like there's a chance that I get injured here, and if I'm injured, like I can't hunt. If I can't hunt, I can't eat, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it. I gotta wait for something else, you know.
The
But
most basic of survival instincts.
yeah, exactly. The predators do that smart thing. So that's what's cool about cats. You know what I mean? I'm like I'm scared of mountain lions, but at the same time, it's like unless it's really desperate, like it's super unlikely that it would try to fuck with you. Like it happens, but like it's not likely. But like a fucking boar is gonna just yeah. Ugh. I'm trying to find what the fuck you're supposed to do here. It's more like, what do I do if I encounter them? Like, no,
Yeah.
I want to know what happens if it's chasing me.
Oh yeah, if it's chasing you, slowly back away from the wild boar. Yeah, this is like if like I've already passed slowly
I mean,
backing away. I'm in a dead sprint.
yeah,
What do I do?
it does say that it is the attacks on people are very rare and uncommon, but they're just you know what I mean. Like they're fucking nasty.
Says keep your footing. Try sidestepping to avoid being swung at by its tusks. Fight back with whatever you've got. Even when attacked, try to keep your standing position because it'll fuck you up if you fall down.
Honestly, the most frequent outcome for victims is a mauling or no injury at all. So like they either get a little bit fucked up or like you're just like fine.
Yeah, but they can run at 40 miles per hour.
Well, yeah, like if you get one of those fucking big ones, like real mad at you too. No, these things they're still. So okay, yeah. So let's see.
You also jump 3 feet off the
Most small
ground.
victims were injured on their legs and feet. Injuries are primarily lacerations and punctures can be extensive. Serious infections or uh, toxema can result from injuries. Fatalities were due typically to blood loss. So if it just gouges you in the right spot, you know.
Yeah,
Also, most attacks occur during daylight hours
interesting. This
and
is not the
on
case
adult
for
men.
the Ozark Howler.
Yeah, most victims are adult males traveling alone on foot. In some cases,
Hmm.
people walking their dogs.
Yeah, I was reading this. Can a wild boar kill my dog?
I would wager yes. It seems.
It
I'll
can,
speak of the
but
devil.
yeah, can, but it usually won't attack a well-behaved dog. I think probably if your dog's fucking with it, it's going to fuck back and won't be pretty.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, fuck, man. I mean, kind of off on a tangent there, but I did forget to bring up the hogs. So thank you for that. I don't know, man. If I saw one of those in the fucking woods, yeah, pass. King Kong hog was about 5 feet out of Russia. Fuck that noise, dude. That's way too big.
That's
Miss me with
almost
that.
as tall as I am. Fuck that.
At the
At the
shoulder,
shoulder.
bro.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
Dude, that's up to my shoulder. Literally my shoulder. It's 5 feet tall. It could probably
That's
eat me. Also, hogs
oh my god,
eat
bro.
bones, do they not?
And I don't know.
I just know stories of where people
They're
put dead
monsters,
bodies in there and they
dude.
just
Nuts.
devour them.
Oh well, that's just pigs, right? Like that's
Yeah,
why you
yeah.
gotta you can't like fall into a pig pen. Like they're gonna scramble and go crazy, and you're gonna get fucked up.
One time
So
I had
yeah,
to hook a dead pig.
I'm sorry. What?
I had to, I don't know, it's probably like a 6-inch hook, 2 maybe, into the side of a dead pig.
Do that for work or what?
Nope, that was when I was a child at my grandparents' farm. They needed to get the dead pig out of the pen, and I got to help.
All right.
It was they had to use a forklift to get it out of there. You know how to hook it. It was awful. It smelled like shit. It was.
I bet it was not a good time.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
All right,
Good
that
old-fashioned
sucks.
farm fun.
I love the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Did they live here or did they live in Missouri?
No, they live here.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
My farmer's family lives in like northwest Iowa, northeast Iowa. Out by
Yeah, what, like Decorah?
Dakotas. No,
Oh,
like past
that'd be northwest.
Pocahontas. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I suppose that's like, I mean, we're off the fence here. Like I think I've said my piece. Does that bring us to 1v1s at this point? Like,
Yeah.
all right.
What
I
did
guess
do just a week ago.
last week we just had the conrit.
Oh yeah,
which is
the sea centipede.
The big 60-foot sea centipede, or a bear-sized cat, a bear cat, if you will.
Bear dog.
Bear dogs.
I gotta give it to the sea centipede. Conrit, I think.
Really?
Takes it down. It's a giant centipede. It's 60 feet.
How much did you tell me that this thing weighs at the very start?
1,100 pounds.
Okay,
according
interesting.
to the creodont.
Yeah, and it's okay. Okay. I mean, I'll give the exoskeleton's going to be an advantage, but like,
yes,
how smart is a centipede really? You know, like it's obviously got to be ruthless, but like I feel like a mammal would have like a slightly higher intelligence level, which I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like dodge, fucking B button.
Why do you think that?
Yeah, you know? Okay.
What gives you the impression that it's gonna be less smart? Like, there's fucking dolphins.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, dolphins are an extreme example, and we are aware of that.
There's squid. Squid are pretty smart.
Are they? I thought octopus are insanely intelligent. I don't know shit about squid. I just assume that
but they scare the shit
they
out of me.
They seem more like jellyfish to me. They're kind of just like.
I don't know that that's true, but
I don't know why, but that's the impression that I have of them. Is they seem less smart to me.
But it is an insect, I guess. They're not.
Is
intelligent, right? Well, I mean, if it's a sea centipede, like more or less.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Is like, okay, no, they are cephalopods, so they are intelligent. Yeah, okay, I guess then we're talking about like cuttlefish and stuff too. So yeah, okay, I guess I was ignorant. Squids are intelligent, allegedly as smart as dogs. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
The more I learn, the more I'm like, I really wish I didn't fucking learn that.
Yeah, I wish I didn't.
Especially after last week, the giant centipede. I'm gonna go with, if you're going centipede, I'm for sure going Ozark Howler. I'm going Howler.
You think
if
it could
1,000-pound fucking? It's a cat. It's a cat. Have you seen a cat fucking with a throwing around a rope or a snake? It's just gonna ragdoll it. He's gonna ragdoll it and just fucking.
But it's 60 feet long, Jacob.
I mean, and venomous. I'm not saying it's gonna be like an easy fight, but if you know what I mean, I'm not gonna take 45 minutes
In
to
a battle
the whole
of
thing out of my
wits.
head.
In a battle of wits.
Then you would
man.
know that I put the poison in front of me, and so you would actually put it in front of you, which you would have also known. You fucking Princess Bride bullshit on me right now. Get out of here with that.
All right. Well,
Another
you know what?
tiebreaker. Fucking
Yeah.
head over to social media in a couple days here. Let us know. Let us know. Please break this tie. Who do you think's gonna win between the Ozark Howler and the Conrit?
Real quick,
we
did I even post polls for last episode?
I don't know. It's if you did, it would have been 2 days ago. So
Yeah, I didn't. So neato.
probably
So
not.
we
So
have
we don't,
no
we don't
polls to
have
look
that
at.
yet.
Sorry about
But
it.
that was Men in Black versus Conrit, which oh no, we were also split on.
Yeah, we were split on.
Which one did you go for? Did you go for the Centipede or did you go for Will Smith?
I think I went with
feel
Will
like
Smith.
One of us was like, oh
Did we
yeah,
even talk about it?
No,
we definitely talked about Will. Yeah,
because
Will
I was like,
Smith.
well, but not Tommy Lee, and you're like, no, just Will Smith.
We don't need.
You
Tommy
didn't.
Lee.
You weren't there for Tommy Lee. You went about Tommy Lee Jones. It was just Will Smith, which that's fair. So, okay. I mean, I guess we get those posted.
And then we'll do 2 1v1 results next time.
Or we just record it and throw it in at the end.
We're not gonna do that. We'll do it next time.
That's the truest thing that you maybe have ever said to me ever. You good over there?
Nope. Just joking on my Sierra Mist.
All right. I have nothing left to say. That is all.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for checking out the episode. Everybody in chat, appreciate you. Stay safe. Hit up the polls and they'll be posted on Friday, or maybe the other ones will be posted sooner. But social media polls, Discord,
Instagram, not Facebook, Twitter,
whatever.
Did we say Discord? Discord.
Whatever you want to do. Either way, thanks for listening. Appreciate you. Stay safe out there.
Have a good one.